Chinampas, an urban farming model for modern megalopolis. Urbanization has caused environmental problems such as deforestation, erosion and pollution of soil, flood, loss of biodiversity, land sinking, and water pollution. Farmers now deal with increasing pest population and changes in regional climate. Our game-changer solution to ensure a sustainable urban agriculture production is Chinampa system, which first was developed by Mexicans during the time of Aztecs. A chinampa is a raised field on a small artificial island on a freshwater lake surrounded by canals. The benefits of creating chinampas are not limited to big cities, but also could add smaller rural communities, especially in tropical wetlands. The chinampa model could help supply food and ecosystem services in large cities. We are currently operating in Mexico and we are seeking for an initial investment of 900,000 euros for 10% stake of our business, and we will reach out to 12.8 million euro net present value over 4 years with 20% annual return and 10% discount rate. Our question is, who wants to invest with us and join us to save the planet and create a more sustainable future?
So how do we successfully implement Chinampas in modern times? We have used Hamel's framework approach, which looks at core strategy, strategic resources, customer interface, and wealth creation to analyze this issue. Our business mission is to increase the quality of life in crowded urban cities by providing waterfront green spaces that nurture food, biodiversity, and intimate connections with nature. Our product and market scope is urban farming with some public access for people to enjoy nature, and we differentiate ourselves by expanding into the water, creating a space in the urban environment that is more effective and environmentally friendly than other park or garden developments. In order to achieve our business mission, we combine different strategic resources, such as the core competency of an ancient farming method that has a less of a carbon footprint, strategic assets, the floating islands themselves that are created using second-hand and locally sourced inputs, and the core process of creating sustainable food in high-density urban environments. In reaching our customers, we seek to be an integral part of the local community and will have local points of sale. Customers will hopefully feel pride in supporting a carbon negative initiative, and our pricing structure will be more affordable in relation to the high quality of our products due to low transportation costs. We seek only organic inputs such as mud and compost to create our island chinampas, and will hire from local labor pools, as well as partner with plastic bottlers and local city governments for inputs to create and fund the gardens and farms. Water and land cost savings, as well as economies of scale, will mutually reinforce our goals of environmental consciousness and boost our profit.
Our competitive advantages are our sustainable urban agricultural environment, greenhouse gas sequestration, biodiversity diversification, fertilization and pest and disease management, agrobiodiversity, and technology patent for our modern Chinampa system. In addition, Chinampas are one of the most intensive and productive production systems ever developed. Also, we are looking for locations with increasing urbanization negative effects, owning a lake, growing market for chinampas, environmental friendly government policies, cheap raw materials, and low taxes on environmental startups. Considering pestle analysis, we look for locations with high urban population and high technology in new raised field systems and sub-irrigation. And we identify these countries that best suits our criteria for expansions overseas. We decided to first expand our business in Peru and Bolivia with our Mexican strategic partner Shinampa Agro Innovation on a joint venture agreement, and then enter Indonesia and Bangladesh and Myanmar in third and fifth year respectively.
Let's now look at the profitability and fundings. Here we will present you the cost structure of the project, the cash flows, and finally our investment proposal. For the cost structures, we have the initial cost of dredging, installing wooden supports, and maintenance until the root system are established. These costs are almost negligible once the volume and durations of returns are accounted for. To assess this cost, we evaluated the cost of each China pan, whose dimensions are based on estimates of the original size of the China pans from archaeological sources, with a length of 30 meters, a width of 2.5 meters, and a depth of 7 meters. The total cost after calculation are $65,000. Let's now look at cash flows. Here we take basil as a reference, although China pans can also grow other kinds of vegetables such as corn, beans, potatoes, avocados, tomatoes, guava, chilies, flowers, and so on. To calculate cash flows, we have as given the price of basil assumed at $12 per kilogram, with production at a density of 6 tons harvested per acre. The size of the China pan is 75 square meters, and because of the advantages that China pans offer, we have up to 7 harvests per year. As a result, the estimated annual yield of basil is 778 kilograms, with an annual cash flow of $9,430, giving us a rate of return of 14.5%. Considering all these previous data, we have established an investment proposal. Our goal is to build 15 China pans. The corresponding annual cash flow would be $141,500 with a break-even point after 10 years. As such, we are seeking for $975,000 in initial investment in return for 10% stake. It's also interesting to see the evolution of this proposal here. Indeed, depending on the needs, ambitions, and objectives of potential investors, we can imagine a larger production of China pans, with a production up to 100 China pans per location. Thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to us, and that you were able to project yourself and our ambitious project. Thank you.